So also in MapPack 3 is a new Nazi zombie level, Der Ries. It takes place in this, we call it Zombie Factory in the studio because it is taking place in sort of this factory-like facility. It's very industrial. There's a few new key features that we've added to this level. We've added the Bowie knife. It's a new weapon. It's going to cost 3,000 points. It's very expensive, but it's going to be a one-hit kill knife all the way up to some of the medium or higher waves, 15, 16. Some bigger features that we've added to the game are teleport machines. We don't just toss it in and you can just run up and teleport anywhere. There's still some objectives to it. You're going to have to link up the teleporters before you can actually take advantage of them. It's going to cost you 1,500 points each time you want to teleport, but it's great. It's a great clutch mechanism if you're ever in a bind and you're completely swarmed. I know we were playing earlier and we were just completely getting overrun, and basically you just say, "Mad Dad, teleport, get out of there." Also, any of our weapons, I think it's 16 upgradable weapons now. You're going to be able to upgrade with what's called the Pack-a-Punch machine. So you spend your money, you put it in the machine, it comes back out, and all of a sudden it's going to fire much more explosive rounds, much more damaging rounds. It might behave differently. If you put the BAR in and it comes out, you actually can run faster with it. So now, rather than opening up the mystery box and you get a Kar 98 and you go, what the hell is this? I don't want a bolt-action rifle. Well, now you actually might want to take that, go right to the Pack-a-Punch machine, and see exactly what that gun does now that it's been powered up. We also upgraded the behavior of the dogs. We introduced some hellhounds in Shinanuma, and so these zombified dogs now are going to behave a little differently. Before, they would spawn in and immediately lock onto you and hone in and sort of charge the player, but now they're going to spawn in sort of random places around the map. Call of Duty World at War MapPack 3 is going to be available this August on the Xbox Live Marketplace and PlayStation Store. It'll be 800 Microsoft points or $9.99 respectively. So the Call of Duty World at War MapPack 3, it's due out this August. It's going to be a lot like the previous map packs we released, so it's going to be 3 multiplayer maps and a new Nazi zombie level. With our multiplayer maps, the multiplayer DLC in MapPack 3, we kind of took a real good listen to the community, and a lot of what the community was saying is they don't want so many long-range sniper fests, they don't want short-range SMG fests either, so they wanted bigger maps, medium to larger maps, infantry-based again, let's just stick away from the vehicles this time. We wanted to really focus on that combat we knew how to do, and so with the 3 maps, I think all 3 of them play perfectly. For starters, Breach. It takes place in Berlin. It's going to be Russians versus the Germans. It's a very large map, very wide open, but it is urban. It is there in Berlin. There's a lot of little buildings you can go into, a lot of nooks and crannies and hallways you can get up onto. There's a great amount of verticality. Pretty much on either bases, you're always going to have some sort of a building structure or rooftop that you can get on top of and look over the enemy base. Battery takes place on a fortified island out off the coast of some unspecified international waters. It's not a boat, contrary to some popular belief. A lot of people look at it and they're like, are we on a big ship? No, it's actually an island. This level is larger than Subpens, but it is probably the smallest one in this map pack. What's really great is rather than having to assault through the front door or through a hallway or corridor into the structure, you can actually many times climb right up the face of this 40-degree angle slanted wall and then climb right in through the windows. So it creates almost this infinite point of penetration for the players, which is going to keep the team, particularly who's inside the facility, constantly on their toes. The final map is called Revolution. It takes place in this big industrial facility. It's actually a distillery, so you're going to have lots of canisters and boiler rooms and giant water towers, lots of pipes. What's great about Revolution is you're going to have excellent sniper positions. So one of the intersections in the map, you have two different roads that you can look down when you're going to be defending your flag. If you're going to be sniping down one road, this side of the street is going to be a flank point that's completely open, and you don't have line of sight to that. So while you have line of sight to one street, your line of sight's broken on the other. So either you, as the sniper, need to keep sort of going back and forth like a sentry and keeping an eye on both of them, or you have to have your teammate locking down the other street, or go and place your betties or your satchels just in case the enemy tries to flank you.